Okay, so hey y'all. On this episode, we'll be talking about that whole aesthetic thing with it's like the whole white kitchen and the quote unquote natural light wood type butcher block kind of stuff and the dark accents and everything with the see-through containers and stuff. This is one of my biggest pet peeves in the entire world. I just don't get it. I don't, unless you have an object permanence thing, that's like a thing with people with ADHD and everything. I understand that. Maybe you have kids and it's like you're trying to teach your kids object permanence and everything. That's reasonable. But if you are just doing it because it's aesthetically pleasing or it's cute, fine. But what bothers me the most is that I'm watching these restock and refills, ASMRs, and it's so it just it's so stupid to me because they go to the store and they buy normal sized stuff to put in these abnormally sized containers. It's like it's like an item and a half or an item and a fourth or in an item and whatever. It's not just one. It can't hold one single item. It's always such an odd measurement. And it's I don't care if it's therapeutic. It's weird. You're telling me that you don't just go to Sam's Club or Costco when you run out. You literally just go to Walmart or Target and just buy the regular size and just fill it. That's weird. Unless you have a humongous family and it's you're just trying to streamline everything, it makes no sense to me. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Because I understand people of color and black people do it, but I've mostly saw white people, and I'm going to say white women because that's the majority of what I've seen, is just white women doing it, and it still feels so colonizing to me. So you're telling me, I know it's not a direct, you have to do this, you need to do this, blah, 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 but it's so you're suggesting that I should go to the store, buy a regular size of something, just buy a plain old regular size of something, buy a little silicone funnel, and put it in this little bitty glass, just pour the whole thing in this glass container. And it's the little glass container is only 3/4 the size of the actual thing. So you have this weird amount left over, and then you have to go to the store and buy another regular sized one when you start to run out or run low or anything. And it just blows my mind. I'm like, what? What? Bread boxes. Those are always so cute. I've seen the little butter dishes. Those are really cute. But unless I saw a woman take a whole butter stick, lay it regular, lay it flat on on the long side. Well, the wide side. Then she stuck another stick next to it because the dish is so oddly shaped. She stuck it on the long side, and then she chopped it. Then she chopped another block of butter and then just shoved it at the end. And she didn't put it in the microwave to make and to try. She didn't put it in the microwave to like smooth it out and like get them to come together, and then like put it back in the fridge. She didn't do that, and I'm like, oh. What? And it's just it, and then like the Tide Pod container thingies, they're that way for a reason. They have that lock lid on there for a reason, and I understand you're teaching kids like control and everything, like your kids are well behaved, but I'm a well behaved kid too, and I was curious, and I would do stuff like I really would just do stuff and just get into stuff. Where what? Like, that's so weird. Like, you have young little kids around, and you're gonna have this thick, heavy glass with these thick wood lids that are not that hard to get off of a thing. Like, if kids want something, they're going to get it. Which means that if you just have those little glass jar thingies just full of, like, Tide Pods and the little fabric softener sprinkle things, and just they're there, they might not realize that if there's an emergency and they have to leave their kids at home, and the kids just kind of think that, oh, the parents are home, no biggie, they're just doing whatever, it's not that big a deal. And it's like the kids are going to find a step stool, they're going to get up in it, and then they're going to take the lid off of it and do whatever they want. And it's so weird that you're telling me that that's a good idea. You're telling me that that's a good idea. Like, and then those they used to be drink pitchers, but now they're laundry pitchers. Imagine the day that those things like just became so popular for laundry and stuff. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine. Like, you could upsell those things for at least $5 more. Because someone decided to put their laundry detergent in there. And that is such a bad idea. It's like, have you ever, like, that's creating so many more steps. Have you ever touched like those Tide thingies or those Gain thingies with the little spigot and the red button? Have you ever, like, that thing gets so caked up and dried and stuff. It's so weird. And then it's just, you try to, and I'm like, that's so gross. And it's like, they get the regular, and I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. They got like 3 or 4 regular sized laundry detergent and fabric softener. And they just poured them in there. They just poured it in there. And I'm like, why couldn't you just like spare a couple extra dollars, or even get a couple coupons or whatever? Like, just clip a couple coupons and then get like the big one and use that for like your refills and stuff, and then just get it, and then just do it little bit by little bit. Like, it's so weird, and I'm like, I don't get it. And it has to be like with the whole Rae Dunn wave thing, because I can tell you right now, everybody thinks that that's weird. Like, the only people who like the whole Rae Dunn thing are the people who are already deep in the whole Rae Dunn thing. And I've heard so many stories about the Rae Dunn. I've heard so many things about the Rae Dunn women. Woo! And it's just, and I understand it's got the little like label thingy on it. That's cute and that's helpful and everything. But the little words that kind of mean nothing on them, that's weird too. I just it's like, yeah, that's like a cute little house theme, but to make it like your entire, like, as I guess you call it, like a lifestyle, and like turn it into like an aesthetic, it's weird. Like, I can tell you right now, I never used the word aesthetic so much until I downloaded TikTok and people were like, aesthetic, aesthetic, aesthetic. And I'm like, what happened to the word theme? Was that too simple? Did we get tired of the word theme? Are we just sticking theme to just theme songs? But people aren't even saying theme song anymore because theme songs aren't even a real, like, thing anymore. But back to the main point, geez. It's just so weird. And it's like, I understand, it's like, if you have depression and it's like, it's like like seeing the actual thing in there will make you want to just do more, like, just do more and do better and just, like, just be better. I get that. But it's so weird to watch someone open a box of cereal and then dump it in the container and then open another box of cereal and then dump partially some of, like, just partial into the container. And I'm like, what? You're telling me that that's back in? Because I remember when I was a kid, it was those little pop lid ones with, like, it was white on, it was like either white or blue or something, and it was just a little pop lid. And I'm like, what in the world? I remember those went out so quick. And it was just, and I just oof, 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 oof. And it's just, I see it and and it's like, I'm trying to understand it by just watching the videos and just kind of, okay, but then they get to, like, the seasonings and, like, the liquids and the milk, like, milk. They don't get gallon milks. They get the half gallons. And that's still not enough for those really, like, cutie kind of pictures and everything. And I'm like, what? And so, and someone brought up, like, a really good question. I cannot remember her at for the life of me. But she brought up a really good question. It was like, do they have, like, an extra fridge for all of this? Oh, like, another pantry and, like, another fridge for all of this opened, for all these, like, open things and stuff. Because it really does feel like a waste of time to do all of that. But it's not me. It's just bewildering to try to figure that stuff out. But it's like, Lou, you're an adult. You have to understand things and people and the things they do. And it's just, making this is, like, a really big effort. Because it's like, you're telling me that the little jar that it came in wasn't good enough? Oh my gosh, and the fruit. The fruit and the veggies and stuff. I understand, like, the veggies, they give you, like, that little bag at the store and you have to take it out. But they wash it and then they put it in the containers and, like, the drawers. But now there's, like, the ADHD fridge thing. I'll get into that later. But it just blows my mind that that people will do, like, these really deep cleans on their fruits and stuff, and then put them in those little airtight containers and then put them in the fridge. I'm like, I thought that was common knowledge that if you wash it, it will, like, start to decompose or oxidize faster. I thought that was a well-known thing. And it's like, I understand you want to get rid of the bugs and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But some things are in those, like, containers, like, for a reason. And it's just, you can tell that I'm trying to understand it. But it's just so hard. Because I literally cannot grasp. But yeah, like, the ADHD fridge trick that I mentioned, like a minute ago. Like, I think that's a really cool idea, because it's like, That's like a really cool idea, like keeping the sauces in the like keeping all the sauces and condiments and stuff like in the crispers. But my crisper is like really gangsta, and it will freeze stuff. Like you will have to like take some ice, like you will have to take like a butter knife and chip the ice off. So like that's kind of a bad idea. But it's like I would love to do, but I'm weird. Like I'm weirder. Mm, I'm weird. Like I go looking in the back of the fridge most of the time before I even go looking on the door for anything. And it's just I'm trying. It's a trying time for me. And it's just like, and it's like they have their like, if they have all of their, oh my gosh, that's where they put all of it. Okay, I got it. I freaking got it. So they put all of their like seasonings and stuff in like that humongous drawer with those riser type things, right? I got it. That so they put all of their like unop well, they put all of their open unused pantry things in the cabinets, cuz why else would you have such humongous cabinets for your dishes? No, no one has that many dishes. Unless you're that one lady on TikTok I saw with like the 14 with like the 14 kids, then yeah, you do need that many dishes. You do need that many dishes. You do need to do all of that because you have 14 kids to take care of. And you need them to be able to see everything, because if one of them does not see it, then the other 13 will not. I understand that. That's reasonable. But you're telling me that you're just a regular, regular mom going about her day, and you're doing this aesthetic stuff. You're a mother of 3 or 4. Kelly, what are you doing? Your kids are Kelly, you got 3 under 3. What are you doing? This is not good. This is not good, Kelly. You have 3 under 3, and yeesh. Someone's gonna get hurt. Oh, and don't mention the wrought iron that people are getting into and everything. And it's like, I love wrought iron. It's beautiful. But it's like crowbar type. Iron and stuff. I'm like, what? I'm like, someone's going to get hurt. Someone really will get hurt. And all this marble and like wood and stuff for this like aesthetic type stuff. Once again, Kelly, you got 3 under 3. Somebody's getting hurt. Somebody's getting a splinter. Someone's getting mollywopped, and all you're gonna hear is boing. Not good. Like, it's so pretty, and I like it because it's like my aesthetic and everything. Like, I understand it's like you want everything to be clean and pretty and white and what is it? Pinteresty. I don't know. But I want to say I'm done trying to figure it out, but as long as it keeps popping up on my For You page on TikTok, I'm going to keep thinking about it. But like, these people, they go to the grocery store every week and they get regular size stuff and like even like the small, like the half size stuff, just to fill up the odds and ends and stuff. I just, befuddled, bewildered, amazed, not quite. In awe. But yeah, this new type, this new type of aesthetic just feels very colonizing to me, and it makes me very uncomfortable. So yeah. Until next time, bye.